Hi, I'm Dr. Raymond Douglas at Beverly Hills, California, and thanks for joining us today and subscribing to our YouTube channel. Today is part of our series. We're talking about optimal thyroid health because it's so important for you to be you again in the coming year to optimize thyroid health, and that comes through exercise, nutrition, mind-body connection. And today we're going to focus upon nutrition and diet. I get this question a lot as far as what should I eat, what shouldn't I eat? And frankly, the first place that I want to start is that the concept that you just want to do an 80-20 or 90-10 rule. And what do I mean by that? So if you screw up 10% of the time, it's still an A or a B. So don't hold the little misfires and the eating the pizza at 2 a.m. and let that wreck your diet and your eating habits. Overcome it and move forward. What I always tell my patients and what I practice myself is eliminate the gratuitous stuff and the gratuitous food that it doesn't really matter whether you have it or not, because you're really seeking the flavor and the fun of food rather than just the gratuitous food during the day that pretty much doesn't make a big impact upon your taste or how you feel. One thing that I really want to focus upon, and I think is so important for optimizing thyroid health, is reduce foods that cause inflammation. And I'm not going to go through and mention every food, but please look at our website and our future blogs that are going to discuss this in much more detail. I do want to hit the high points though, and the really important foods are dairy and complex carbohydrates and red meat. These foods are known to promote inflammation, and they're inflammatory producing foods, and this is really what contributes to inflammation that can attack other parts of your body, but it also causes you to accumulate fat, especially around the midsection. It also causes you to accumulate fat, especially around the midsection. And fat right around the belly area is loaded with inflammatory cells that cause problems. They cause strokes, they cause heart disease, they cause diabetes. So anytime you can influence and reduce the belly fat around your midsection, that's really important. So I'm a big fan of a low or no animal protein diet except for fish. So I think that for many of my patients who often have autoimmune issues, this really works well and can make a tremendous difference in how they deal with so many of their problems. It's also been shown a diet that tremendously promotes longevity. It can actually reverse the aging process. And this has even been shown on a molecular level. As a scientist who got a PhD in immunology, I really respect great research when it's done. And this is now we're entering a whole new field and realm where diet is affecting our cells, and we can measure the differences. We can measure our DNA actually reverse aging and getting longer based upon the choices we make for diet and exercise. Red meat is absolutely one of the hardest things to digest, and so is dairy. So eliminating those two forms of animal protein, I think, are really key. Dairy is just something that typically most people are intolerant to, and it causes inflammation and sparks our immune system to really rev up and to cause a lot of attack to both our joints and to our intestinal system. So elimination of dairy is usually the place that I start with patients. And that makes a huge difference in how they feel. You can substitute almond milk, and there are so many other great alternatives today that if you need something, those work really well. The second is either reducing or eliminating most red meat. Red meat's incredibly hard to digest and is shown to cause both inflammation and inflammation that specifically leads to heart issues and to blood vessel clogging, to long-term chronic illness. The reduction and transformation to a low animal protein diet has been shown to probably reduce your aging by about 10 years. So elimination of animal protein in this form is really important. And patients who have thyroid issues, I often think it's important to eliminate the complex carbohydrates and, of course, the refined sugars. This really allows our body to work optimally and don't have the sugar spikes up and down and really do not interact with our immune system. Some forms of the carbohydrates actually act very similar to invading organisms and spark our immune system to get revved up and to increase its potential to attack itself. So these three things, and we're going to, in future episodes and on our website, detail what you can do and how you can eliminate these. But if you eliminate this from 80 or 90% of your gratuitous eating, I think that you'll feel a huge difference within a matter of a week or two. Most of my patients do. And remember, it doesn't take huge changes. It's just one small step at a time to make these great differences. Please tune into our YouTube channel for more information on these subjects, and we look forward to telling you more in the near future.